Hello, my name is Actus, and today we're talking about the Battlefield 6 Season 4 update that's happening tomorrow, which is July 21st. This update will bring naval warfare back into Battlefield. 2042 didn't have any type of naval warfare, and the last time we seen naval warfare was in Battlefield 5. Battlefield 2042 did launch Iwo Jima map right before Battlefield 6 came out, but didn't really bring any actual boats into the game. Rather, an infantry type tank that is used to transfer from ship to shore, as well as be used on land, similar to how it was in Battlefield 5. There will also be updates to RedSec with a limited time mode called RedSec Gauntlet Fighter Sweep. Starting off with maps, we're getting Tissue Reef as the first map in Season 4, followed by Classic Wake Island later on in the season. The Tissue Reef map, they stated, is the biggest map by far they created in Battlefield 6, and the Wake Island map is going to be based off the Battlefield 5 variant of it. It makes sense that they're remaking it from Battlefield 5 since that is the most recent version of it, and honestly, that map was a lot of fun to play on. Next off is the weapons. We'll be getting 4 new weapons: the EF-88 assault rifle, the Broad 3 carbine, the VSSM marksman rifle, and later during an event, assuming the Top Gun event, we'll be getting the interdictor. The EF-88 is basically an ARC, is a pulled-up assault rifle made for mid to long-range combat. The Brat 3 is a versatile close to mid-range weapon. The VSSM is the recreation of the VSS and the BSVM from Battlefield Bad Company and 2042. It is a low-volume, high-damage marksman rifle with an integrated suppressor and subsonic ammo. This weapon can also go fully automatic, just like 2042. The interdictor is a new sniper that states it has the longest range, meaning it may introduce a 40 times scope to Battlefield 6, or just have better bullet velocity and higher bullet drop range. On top of weapons, we'll be getting 4 new attachments: the 4-inch shotgun barrel extension. For all non-double barrel shotguns, this attachment increases projectile velocity at the cost of ADS speed and mobility. The 1P86 LPVO is a new optic that goes from 1.5 times to 4.5 times. It is similar to the SU-230 LPVO, but with slightly higher zoom. The canted vertical grip, which can be used on most LMGs. This provides better hipfire, accuracy, and weapon draw speed. It allows for a run and gun type style with less accuracy and more suppression. The hybrid suppressor, a suppressor that is mixed with a muzzle brake. This gives a form of recoil mitigation as well as hiding on the minimap in the real world since it's a suppressor. The next thing on the list of what's to come is vehicles. We're getting 4 new vehicles, 2 boats, and 2 jets. You can say the 2 jets are basically 1 jet because I'm assuming they're used on both sides, 1 each. Starting off with the boats, the first boat is the RCB-90. This includes a driver and a gunner seat, similar to the Battlefield 4 attack boats. It also has 2 passenger seats on the back, also similar. The driver has a 30mm autocannon and missiles, while the gunner gets a 120mm mortar shell. It also mentions that varying effects and damage profiles are based on customization choices, meaning there will be customization for the gunner weapons and possibly for the driver weapons. In the trailer they showed for gameplay, they showed it using an aim guide missile instead of the TV missile. I don't know if we will be getting the TV missile on it in Battlefield 6, but we will be getting a aim guide at least. On top of the attack boat, we're also getting the patrol boat. This was already in RedSec, is already in the game, but they're adding it to multiplayer now. This is the FW Rib, a 4-seater boat with a driver, gunner, and 2 extra passenger seats. It's really meant to, it's like a Jeep in the water basically. The jets being added is the FA-81F Super Spectre and the F-74A Seacat. I will assume these will have similar stats and weaponry, but for the separate sides. Both will include 2 seats, being the first jets in Battlefield 6 to have more than 1 seat in a jet. The Top Gun event will include the interdictor as well as 2 new jets. This will be also bringing 2 new limited modes, the Carrier Strike mode and the RedSec Fighter Sweep mode. There could also be other events happening mid-season that they have not stated yet. They usually like to fill up with events so people play more. We will find out, I guess. They're also adding a wave dynamic system into the game. This is basically better waves. You hit the wave, you go over it, and it causes impact, may slow you down, may speed you up depending on which way you're hitting it, or if it's hitting you in the back or you're going forward. It also provides cover, so if you're swimming in the water and the wave hits you and you go behind the wave, it basically acts as a shield. Alright, so let's get into personal opinion about this new season. The season does bring in a lot of new content. We have 2 new maps, 4 new weapons, 4 new attachments, 4 new vehicles. If you don't want to include the 2 jets as separate vehicles, you say 3 new vehicles. But that is quite a bit of content for the season compared to the previous seasons. The only issue I have is there's still not enough content, and they know it's not enough either. They stated that they know we want more per season, and they're working on it. Starting season 5, they're gonna start bringing in 3 maps. I don't know if that's gonna continue on with the later seasons or that's gonna be season 5. I don't know how many weapons or gadgets. We're also getting proximity chat later on this season. I forgot to mention earlier, but that's probably gonna be towards the end. We're getting commander mode. We're getting spectator mode as well. Commander mode's coming season 5 or later, but spectator mode's coming out pretty soon, I believe. But overall, they do need a lot more content coming out if they want to keep players engaged. The Tissue Reef is a pretty big map, and that will probably keep me engaged for a little bit, but I'm not everybody. I'm just one man. I just like playing games. I still play Gold Mode Railway. That's my top played map in Battlefield 6 probably so far. So having a big map to explore and do things on does make a difference in the amount of content they're adding. If they added like 2 ginormous maps in with so much to do on them, but also condensed them up that no one goes out of the map or too far away like they had in 2042 where he's just walking and doing nothing for most of the time, then that would be a good amount of content. But overall, more maps, more weapons, more vehicles, more modes, like front lines, and even front lines, and I'm still waiting on that. Those modes, maps, all that content does add to the game and allows people to play more in different ways and keeps people engaged. So that's why I believe if they want to keep Battlefield 6 going, staying strong, I mean, it lost 90% of its player base. More content is needed, and more content per season is needed. Even if they don't add in like 10 weapons or whatever per season, 5 weapons, be more realistic. At least 3 or 4 maps per season would be very beneficial, because I can use the same weapon and be happy, but if I'm playing on the same map I don't like 10 times straight, I'm not going to be happy. Having more variety in the ways you can play adds in a lot more fun to the game. Anyways, my name is Actus. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.